KOIKIMEDIA, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Ètò tó pọ̀jù ògo fún ọmọ nìyí. Kásá. Ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé kú bá ayé jẹ. Ètò tó pọ̀jù ògo fún ọmọ nìyí. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ. Ètò tó pọ̀jù ògo fún ọmọ nìyí. News and sports, ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ètò tó pọ̀jù ògo fún ọmọ nìyí. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké tantan. KOIKIMEDIA, ọ̀rọ̀ lágbájú mọ́ mi o. Má bá ṣẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata wa. Àgbàdo rẹ̀, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi. Ṣé ìlọ máa fi dìbò ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀? Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé mádémádé. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀. Àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ̀, á bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní bọ́ra. Ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé. Ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, owó náà dẹ́kun pọ̀ sí o. KOIKIMEDIA, sáwa ní bàbá. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àdàsọ, àtúnpèrè gidi. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ jẹ́ ká jọgbọ́ o. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àtúnjà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Ọmọ Òdùwà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Ikú tí ó ṣe rí lébi òsì, àdìmú bàbá iyọ̀. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. We bring you one closer to your doorstep. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àtẹ̀fẹ́ tó fẹ́ òun tó kàn jòkó lára ni. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àpèrè gèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ní bàbá o. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà yín wá o. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Òdúdú alágbèdá ni òtítọ́ lágbèdá ni. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àkìsọ̀dálẹ̀, àkìsọ̀díkẹta. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. Àdúrótán, àtúnpèrègèdè. KOIKIMEDIA, àwọn ní bàbá. KOIKIMEDIA, we bring you one closer to your doorstep. Àwọn ní bàbá. KOIKIMEDIA is around to give us the test. Is around to give us the test. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kálẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ tí ìbọn ètò tó kojú gbogbo. Ladies and gentlemen, ẹ mú kálẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ tí ìbọn ètò tó kojú gbogbo. KOIKIMEDIA is around to give us the test.
Wow, okay, say shout out to you, my brother Kunle Bakers. How you doing? Good morning to you. Good evening on the other side of the globe, and welcome once again. It is the late night broadcast after a very beautiful outing with the groups of Yoruba people that we can call Omoluabi. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ síbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pé orí ètò tí ẹ ń bọ́ sí yìí ló ń pè ní KOIKIMEDIA, the Yoruba Self-Determination Campaign, the creation of the awareness of who we are, Omoluabi Atata. I met a lot of Omoluabi Atata ní alẹ́ àná because we are now the 3rd day of December. We are just quote and unquote, for some of us that believe in Christmas. Not everybody believe in Christmas. We are just literally 22 days. Yeah, 22 days. I'm looking forward to Christmas because at the end of the day, not everybody celebrates it, but one ẹni tọdún bàbá láyé náà ló máa celebrate ẹ. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, a máa kí yín dáadáa, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kíkí máa pọ̀ lálẹ́ yìí. But first and foremost, mo kí wa pé let us get together. Let somebody know that we are live so that they are not missing out the program, and also sit back and let us enjoy the program. My name again is Ola Yomi Koiki, and a lot of you call me KOIKIMEDIA. So what we're going to do, because I still have a few more platforms to set up quickly, let us play this because we love Dr. Loye Sunday Igboho. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn béèrè Igboho lọ́wọ́ mi ní alẹ́ àná at the Yoruba Thanksgiving. It was a very beautiful event. So many new faces are meeting for the first time, and so many hugs and so many texts and so many greetings and pleasantries as well. My name is Olami Koiki. Ejoko Kajogbanu ètò náà mọ́ padà bọ̀.
Ọjọ́ òní ọjọ́ tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ gidi gan-an ni fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà. Orí ni ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ọba ti kú ọ̀tá ìbáyọ̀ wọn ní alákọ̀ọ́rí ọmọ ti lọ wò ó èyí tí wọ́n rò yíyẹ̀ tó lówó ọba ńlọ kúkú sẹ́. Sunday ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ṣàṣẹ́bẹ̀ lọ wà ọjọ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Olódùmarè ọba òkúri. Tó o bá ti tàbí ìwé ìpọ́jú òní ó tó pé ń tọ́ kí lọ fẹ́ wá láàrin àwọn ọmọ adarí wọn gan. Tàbí tó o bá ti dàbí kí ọmọ láàrin ìfẹ́ kí lọ máa ṣẹ̀dá òfin ìró. Ọjọ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ alágbẹ̀dẹ àyànmọ́ ọba tó fi ọ́ dára tó dùn. Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ ò ìwọ náà kọ́ Olódùmarè ọba ní kí ọ lárugẹ. Ẹ̀sẹ̀ wọn dúpẹ́ o. Sunday o. Adéyẹmọ ní ẹja fọwọ́tì àti yìí débi tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹja fọ tẹ́lẹ̀ èmi tó lẹ́wọ̀ òkùnrin pé kó wà nínú kankan pa àkọ́dá yìí ọgbọ́ ẹja ọ̀pọ̀ ká bí ẹni tó wọ́n pàṣẹ ńlá rúbẹ́ ni ẹ máa bá wọn ní bọ́ ní ṣe wọ́n lọ fọ́nrán òní igi igbó sórí kò wọ́n dìgbẹ́ ẹ̀rí ni àwọn àgbàlagbà wọ́n ní bí orí bá gbó tọrùn inú déyìn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ gan ni sẹ́ńtì ọmọ Adéyẹmọ yéè máa bá òótọ́ òní ọjọ́ burúkú tó lápẹ̀rẹ̀ ní ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe rúrú ẹ̀ mo ò lè mú jẹ́ ẹ̀ má ṣe pé ṣùgbọ́n nu rẹ̀ gbogbo tó ọba tó pátápátá rẹ̀ bọ̀ ìmọ̀lẹ̀ thank you àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo tó ọba ti àrò ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó mú kọ́tò náà wáyé má ṣe pé o ṣùgbọ́n má jẹnu rẹ̀ ó gbófo gbogbo tó ọba pátápátá àrò ní ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ wọ́n máa bèèrè ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wa kì í ṣe é mà wọ́n lè bí lẹ́rìí wípé ìtàlọ́pọ̀ ni ìwòsàn lápẹ̀rẹ̀ lágbájá ni tàmẹ̀dọ́ ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ akébìrì ọmọ wọn ló kù mọ̀ṣọ́ àjílété mo bólúwa mi dúpẹ́ mọ́ ẹrù àgbà.
And that is how we normally start the program. We respect, we love Oloye Dr. Sunday Gbowo, we love Professor Banji Akintoye, we love all the Yorubas, and we love many of you that are still loyal to the Yoruba Nation movement. Our king so former Yoruba pé Yoruba Nation, no problem. But one thing is, some of us are dedicated and we are still on the job of Yoruba Nation campaign. You can still see I'm still in my beautiful outfit. Shout out to as many people that we saw yesterday. Yoruba Nation. We are not ghosts. One day we will fill up a stadium where Gbogbo Yoruba ma pàdé at a big conference where we will sit down, we will deliberate, even those that disagree with us. It doesn't matter. One thing is, we will continue the campaign that says that the self-determination is the only option, and we are no longer interested in the contraction called Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ lè ká tó máa tẹ̀síwájú díẹ̀ sí. ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira. Ní kẹjẹ ká máa lépa, tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sí ipò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ. Ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ kálẹ́ ni à ń kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá. Mo kí wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé welcome again to the late night broadcast. I mean, if I don't do the program tonight, I jẹ́ pé I was not so happy pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tí mo rí nígbà tí a lọ sí central office. Let me first say fún gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé we might look like we're talking to each other online, but we're talking to real people. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa, tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí láǹfààní àti rí wa, ìjọ́ kan náà máa wà tí gbogbo wa máa ríra wa. Kódà àwọn tí wọ́n disagree pẹ̀lú wa presently, ìjọ́ kan máa wà a máa ríra wa. Ìdí tá a ṣe ń sọ pé nígbà tá a bá ń ṣe program tá à ń ṣe ní gbogbo ìgbà, ẹlòmíì máa gbọ́ lénìí, ó lè má tún láǹfààní àti gbọ́ for the next 3 weeks. Àwọn kan dẹ̀ wà wọ́n máa gbọ́ constantly, àtẹni tó wà nílé àtẹni tó wà níta. Ìyẹn la ṣe láti máa ṣe ìtàn pè ní gathering tá a máa pàdé lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan. Sọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá ríra bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, sometimes ẹlòmíì tí yàn bá sọ̀rọ̀ lórí fóònù lásán, voice ẹ̀ ló máa pick. Ẹni ẹ̀yin lélẹ̀. Let me say the Yoruba outing yesterday was fantastic. Mo ń try láti wo ibi tí mo ti fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ ń try láti wo ká má tún lọ ṣẹ́ anybody. Let me first put it this way. Whether you were able to make it down there or not, gbogbo ẹni tó wá àtẹni tó wá pátá ní gathering tó ṣe lánàá, gbogbo yín pátá ni mò ń kí. Èmi kí yín ní kíkí tọmọlúàbí tí a fi mọ́ra wa ní ọmọ Yorùbá. Mo kí ẹni tó jọmọ kékeré tó wà láàrin wa níbẹ̀, àtọmọ kékeré tó fẹ́ wá àmọ́ fún ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì wọ́n lè kọ́ àwọn ọmọ náà wá. Mo kí ẹni tó jẹ́ àgbàlagbà láàrin wa níbẹ̀ tó jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí bàbá. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí ẹni tó jẹ́ àgbàlagbà tó jẹ́ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìyá. Mo lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀dọ́. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí àwọn tó gbé tò náà kalẹ̀. Nítorí pé the gathering, bringing people together, which is what táwa náà ń ṣe lójoojúmọ́, and try láti polongo Yorùbá nation. I'm told that the audio is not coming out very well on the backup channel. No, KOIKIMEDIA. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ if the audio is coming out on the KOIKIMEDIA YouTube. Bear with us. There's a lot of things that will be upgraded as we go into the new year. But for now, we're going to manage as much of what we have. If one platform is not giving you the feel, we are streaming on multiple platforms tonight as usual. We're on TikTok, We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on 2 YouTube channels. So, and we're also on a Mixer. So you must find a platform that you feel comfortable to watch us. Mr. Koiki, lórí program irọ́ nìyẹn, ẹ̀yin lẹ fi wò wá, and there's nothing we can do to that. We are doing our best to make sure that we are live on many platforms so that you can be able to watch the live transmission. This is a live program. Let's go back again. Let's first appreciate this gathering that took place yesterday, because Atiwani, another day. It has taken months for those that put it together for us to have been there yesterday, which is the Yoruba Central Office. Many of you might not have heard about them before, while some of you must have heard about them as well. But one thing I can tell us is that yesterday in London, the Yoruba gathered together. We might have some of us that are there that are not yet fully for Yoruba nation. Likewise, we have some that might just be, party affiliation of the APC, the PDP, or the AAC. It was a gathering for the Yoruba people, but put together by the Yoruba Nation Campaign Group. And I'm sure that those that attended will understand that kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe irú event bẹ́yẹn tí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà ò ní jáde ní méjì ní mẹ́ta, but ibi tá kọ́kọ́ fi lò kọ́ nìyẹn. Mo kọ́kọ́ ń welcome ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, torí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín náà ni ẹ ti máa gbọ́ pé a ti ń polongo the Yoruba Thanksgiving Day. We advertise it for a very long time, and àwa dúpẹ́ pé Ọlọ́run mú ọjọ́ ró, that some of us that even wanted to go, I got people that called me and said, Mr. Koiki, I would have loved to come, but I can't make it. Let me appreciate the central office. And I will say kudos and well done for the best outing that you put together. Because Teba put it together, we will just continue like this, maybe till 2024. Because as far as we are concerned in UK, we've not had a face-to-face meeting. Apart from the fact that on the October 1st, some of us on emergency gathered at the front of the Nigerian High Commission. But yesterday, it was all about the Yorubas. I met councillors, mayors. Some of them still believe in one Nigeria, and there's nothing we can do to that. But Taba sọ pé ìjókòó ọmọlúàbí lánàá yẹn, it was one of the best you can think of. I mean, it doesn't matter what you might see or what you might say. It just shows that many Yoruba people in UK are ready to go back home, but there's no home for us. Yes, you might go home, for try your luck. You might work, and sometimes it could work, and you could stay there for the next 3 years. But along the line, it is not a country that we want to sit if it is not who we are. For those of us that believe in Yoruba Nation Campaign now, for those of you that are still Nigerians and Yorubas, going home, trying your luck, hopefully in politics, in business, in humanitarian services. But one thing is, kò lè dàbí pé ibi tẹ́ ti ń bọ̀. Then for those at home, you are now getting to understand that bó ṣe ń ṣe níta, kí ló dé tá lè ṣe the same thing. It's because we are not going to be one, and we can never be one. And that is why we are even getting threat of food not coming to the Southwest. I'm going to talk about that later. mo ṣì ń kọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ under the leadership of the Yoruba Central Office UK. Do you know that people flew from France? Wow, I could not believe it. When I got into the hall, it's like the hall was already packed. And in that pack, it was beautiful attire that can tell you automatically pé àwọn Yorùbá ló wà níbí báyìí kò ń ṣe Igbo. Àwọn Yorùbá ló wà níbí báyìí kò ń ṣe Hausa. You can tell from the outfit. And this is why we say that we can never be one. We are just trying to deceive ourselves to say we are one Nigeria, but we are under Yoruba in Nigeria. If it is a Yoruba country, full Yoruba country, yesterday we will have a Yoruba ambassador representing us. We will have a Yoruba president representing us there. But unfortunately, what we have at the moment is a Yoruba man, but it's not a Yoruba president. Let me appreciate Dr. Okebionukusi and your fantastic team, your fantastic honorables, because I believe that is what we are called. These are honorables. Well, if you're having problem, you have to go on another channel and watch it. We're running two YouTube channels, so it might be distract you, but you can't be the one to say that, hey, go, else on another platform, so that we can be able to focus and not be distracted. Moki, Ashake TV show, my sister, and the rest of you that have joined us as well. Let me say it again. Yesterday was all about who we are. Yesterday, Oshokwe, Awamo Yoruba, we are ready. We are ready if all those other Yorubas are ready. But the other Yorubas are not ready, and they are giving us a glitch. They are giving us a problem. They are not allowing us to flourish. TikTok. I'm talking to the person on the KOIKIMEDIA YouTube. I'm on the Conning Work, but so call us on another platform or call refresh. What we are saying is that kì í ṣe Yorùbá tó fẹ́ bá ẹ̀yà mi jà. Yorùbá tó ń kóyàn mọ́ra ni wá. Yorùbá tó fẹ́ràn Yorùbá rẹ̀. I saw that yesterday. I saw the feel. I saw the energy. I saw the people. I saw the eye contact. You know, as a journalist, you can walk into a place and you can easily emphasize that but what I saw yesterday shows that we can run a Yoruba government. We can run Yoruba government. I need the North. I need the Igbo. I need anybody. I run government. Èdè wa la máa fi sọ gbogbo tá fẹ́. Èdè wa la máa fi ṣe operation ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tá ń sọ yìí. But àwọn olóṣèlú wa ni wọ́n ń sọ fún wa pé kò tí ì tó àsìkò, because inú Nàìjíríà ni kòkó ọbẹ̀ wọn ibẹ̀ làwọn ti ń jẹun. Mo wá dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tí wọ́n pè nínú òtútù. Hey, yeah. The cold yesterday, no be joke. Not everybody is driving in this country. And that is why we must appreciate ourselves. Especially, what yàtọ̀ sí KOIKIMEDIA is live. Ashake TV is live. I saw Dr. Zabi, a very beautiful princess. Queen in Dr. Zabi, I didn't know that. You know, it was the first time I'm seeing Dr. Zabi for the very first time since we started Yoruba Nation. And I could see the energy. There are so many names. I might not catch all the names, but mo tún sọ pé mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe oúnjẹ. I'm starting from the, because sometimes we go to event, we forget people that cook the food. You know, mo kí àwọn tó ṣe oúnjẹ. Mo kí àwọn tó ṣe oúnjẹ yẹn. Mo wá kí àwọn tó set up inú hall yẹn, because another work itself. mo kí àwọn tó palẹ̀ mọ́, mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe lánàá yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yèyé oge ni Dr. Zabby, ìyá yẹn fine gan ṣá, ọmọ Yoruba people get fine fine women o. Mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀, mo kí mayor of Sodok for attending the event. Abike Dabiri was there, but Abike Dabiri was representing the Nigerian government. We got the facts. But like I said, we are running a Yoruba nation government or Yoruba nation campaign that we will negotiate. And this is what we are saying to some of you. Because a lot of people don't know that in the world that we are living today, there's going to be negotiation. Even Hamas at Israel, they did negotiate and allow people to be free. They free people, and then they free the other side, and they start the war again. So, Abike Dabiri at that event yesterday, don't get cramped out quickly, because at the end of the day, Abike Dabiri is a Yoruba woman, but she's working with the federal government under Bola Tinubu. And she represented the government at that event on behalf of herself and Tinubu. But what we are saying is that from that event, it is a Yoruba nation program that invited every sons and daughters of Yorubas to come and attend, to come and share, and Thanksgiving. We met people that have been mayor in this country. I met councillors. I met working class of Yoruba people. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ti ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú for 30 years. They are meant to have returned back home, but there's no home. And please, don't tell àgbàlagbà tó bá láṣẹ sí ìlú pé kó máa bọ̀ nílé, because as at the time they're going back home, look, they will become witch and witches, according to you in Nigeria, because you will not be able to take care of them. But here in UK, many of you wants to come to this country under COS and take care of the same àgbàlagbà. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, àwọn àgbàlagbà yẹn àjẹ́lẹ̀ ń pè wọ́n. There's no opportunity for them. And this is why many of us are saying that àwọn tó ti dàgbà. I met mothers, Alaja Adeyeye, she's going to be 80 years in the next couple of days. God bless her soul. I met another grandmother, another grandfather. I met the elders of the Yoruba Council. I hope I pronounce it very well, and I should be engaging with them. I met Ikiti Parapbo. I met Ijebu Ode. We went there as a one block of Yoruba people from different states, from different people. But one thing that put us together is the Omoluabi ethos, which we are saying that this is what makes us different from the rest of the people that call Nigerians. We are not Nigerians, please. Nigerians, you are still having these feelings that, we are Nigerians, we should embrace it. Look, forget about that nonsense. We are not Nigerians, we are Yoruba. Nigeria doesn't have a culture. Nigeria doesn't have a culture. Nigeria doesn't have a food. It is the people, the indigenous people inside it that owns the food, that owns the culture. Omoluabi niwa beni yami Asake Show TV. Let's go back again and appreciate the organizers. I want to be Kale. Let me say shout out to my sister, my aunties, my brothers. As I was heading out, sister kan tó wá bá mi, wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki, thank you so much. Wọ́n ní fún kíni? Wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ń ṣe. Mo ní ilé tẹ́yìn náà tí ń ṣe látàárọ̀ tí mo rí tẹ́ ń lọ síbi tẹ́ ń lọ sọ́hùn. Many people are working. Ṣé rí tàbá sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé Yoruba nation is a work in progress. Many of you are asking, iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe? Kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe? And sometimes we even compare ourselves to the Biafrans. Let me say this. The Biafrans are doing very well in terms of what they are doing. We are not relegated in terms of intawa no shape. What we are doing has never been done before in the last 60 years of Nigeria. And that is what makes it different. What we are doing today what we are doing presently, it has never been done. Àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re ò rí ṣe. We have literally touched the soul of people by telling them that there is now option. It is now up to people, the Yoruba people, the indigenous people, to accept that option on the table. All they have been telling us is, oh, we're going to restructure Nigeria. And that restructure never came true. It was lies. We knew it was lie, or we probably didn't even know until we now brought out Yoruba Nation campaign. So what took place in Tarilano? I'm going to be speaking in English and Yoruba just to balance the conversation. What we saw yesterday at the Thanksgiving indicates that the organizers wanted a face me, I face you people, not the Zoom. We are used to Zoom. We are used to people coming on the line. Sometimes they abuse us. People that are abusing us, they will see us now. They cannot abuse us. People that love us, when they see us, they will hug us because they respect what we are doing. What you saw yesterday is just the fraction of what is more to come. It is just a sample. Don't expect perfection in whatever we are doing. We are not yet a government. The Yoruba government in place. So what we are doing is we are working hard day, night to make sure that we continue to tell the Yoruba people, especially if they believe in one Nigeria, that there is nothing called one Nigeria. It is just a fraud. Do we want to appreciate somebody that flew from Nigeria? Yes. We have somebody that came from Nigeria, or should we say Yoruba territory, even though it is not yet in our possession. Monsonipa Babawa Oba Ogboni Agbalaye is in London. He was at the event, and you're going to get a very exclusive interview on Wednesday about Missing Nigeria Voices. Egboro. Anytime sọ pé Yoruba Nation ti kú tó bá di jọ́ Wednesday, ẹ pàdé bàbá wa Ọba Ògbóni Àgbáláyé ní Naija studio ní Star Radio níjọ́ Wednesday. Let's talk about some of our fathers. Bàbá wa kan wà níbẹ̀. When I was in Nigeria in 2021, nígbà tí mo wá sílé, many of you thought that maybe the diaspora gave us so much money, and that way some of you wanted to take out of it, because to you, what ìgbówó kan fún Koiki, I'm sure you all remember that. I'm not going to go into all the details. Àwọn bàbá wa àti ìyá wa kan wà níbẹ̀ lánàá. They came all the way from France. They are also a member of the central office. I'm not being, because I have two different cameras. So if I'm looking this way. Oh yes, you're right. Mommy, TGS. So I saw you there. Let me pin that. Yeah, it says it is work in progress. Same thing happening in UK and Scotland. We want to come out of Nigeria. If you want to set up anything in Nigeria, please go ahead. If you think you can capture it, if you think you can work it, if you think you can survive it. The same thing, I will not tell anybody not to go to Nigeria. Why would I? I cannot go to Nigeria because I don't have any business in Nigeria. My business is here to educate and enlighten you. But those of you that wants to go home, there are many people at home. I know people that have just come back. They were at the event, but I don't have to tell you who they are. So, but what we are saying is that our Yoruba, it is time that we understand that Tabafiri, a real government that will be for us. This government will be in the Yoruba Nation government. It can never be in the Nigerian government because Nigeria is too big to deal with all our problems. Look, Oriyomi Hamzat cannot finish all the problems in Yoruba land. It doesn't matter how much he's trying. I was telling my wife today, I said, we need about 10 of Oriyomi Hamzat in every state, but we don't have it because not everybody wants to do what he's doing. But what Brother Oriyomi Hamzat is doing is what they call social services. Many people are in problems. Many people are facing difficulties, but he needs assistance from the government, and the government has to be local government. The local government is not functioning. I am still on the Yoruba Central Office event yesterday, and we appreciate everyone that is doing their best. Like the TSG Nigeria, my brother is into security. You can go on his page on Instagram. You will see the amount of work this one has been doing work in the last only God knows 10 years before Yoruba Nation. Omo Yoruba Tatani, or the train Olopa, or the train security. But the problem is, people like these, they will not give them the opportunity. While before Indian con, be Pakistan con. I mean, how can the Nigeria take project and go and give it out when we have Nigerians that have brain? Often any bread con. I think I should be able to follow bread here because I'm sure they were part of the people that supported the event yesterday. Many people supported it. So I'm really missing often only Lishabi bread. This bread was given yesterday. We should be doing a lot of Lishabi bread as well in every part of Yoruba land. But today we can't because I need what it takes. Our farmers have been destroyed by the Fulani terrorists. In London, we get bread. Omo Yoruba one get bread. The question is why? Because they've destroyed who we are. And they are now telling us that they're giving us 21 days. Keep on journeying. We can feed ourselves. We don't need that food anymore. Maybe this will allow Yoruba people, Latin or Koitile, do something that you can eat within you and your family. So, let me first appreciate Professor Banji Akintoye. He's the leader, African Parrot. Good evening, sir. He's the leader of the Yoruba, Prince Adiola Mokinyi, Tony Fada Ero Mokinyi, Iyawa Dekweju Mokinyi, Mokiyamino Ekabo Solieto, Kenny Joke Mokinyi, and the rest of those of you that have joined us as well. Let me check this platform as well. Moki Wentawalori, TikTok as well. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on the program, but as soon as I'm getting tired, I will let you know. But for now, I'm feeling the energy of the Yoruba people I saw yesterday. The Yorubas that are saying, yes, we can do it. The brain power is there. Babawa to soro gbeyin. Oh my God. Mogboro babaye. I am able masho. Yorùbá ti lọ. Mo ṣe kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tó wá sí. Bọ̀ tó kọ̀ jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá ò mọ tó wà lọ́wọ́ wa. Mo kí ìjáyà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, mo mọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ní ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ráyè wojú sí wa níbẹ̀ yẹn lálẹ́ àná. But it is not àwọn àjàmá ń pàdé lórí street ojoojúmọ́ ni. Thank you so much. And you always say support KOIKIMEDIA, but not just KOIKIMEDIA. You must support the Yoruba Nation movement. Alan Kande support. They believe in Nigeria, but yet they cannot stay in Nigeria. Yes, especially the diaspora. Moki Baba Wadewale, good morning to you. Moki Egbomi Jaya only since 1999, democracy creates more problems than benefits Nigerians because Nigerian government and the leaders are puppets. And you're quite right. Thank you so much, Ijaya. It also want to say it is only Yoruba fools would decline Yoruba nation, self-determination to our freedom for self-identity. I love that. You also say Yoruba nation is a focus, Yoruba nation is determined, Yoruba nation is unlimited, and it has to happen in our lifetime. Those of you that are saying that, go and sit down, you stop disturbing yourself. Yes, to you, we are disturbing ourselves. But for those that are listening, and I'm talking about the elites, they know that the future for us is Yoruba country. There is no longer any future. We have Yami Sarah Oyelo Ekale Ekabo Sorieto. Our Yoruba. I'm just too excited because what I saw yesterday, I can feel that it is something that has been there for years, but it is because we have lived in Nigeria. We are now becoming Nigerianness. It is the Nigerianness that is trying to destroy our Omoluabi, but we will not allow that to happen if we pull out from Nigeria now. Because you are not lazy. You have the brain. You have what it takes to look like KOIKIMEDIA, to look like anybody, to be who you want to be. whether you want to be a mayor, whether you want to be a banker, whether you want to be this, you want to be that. But unfortunately, a country called Nigeria has killed all our dreams, and it is time we stop it. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ó tó jẹ́ mẹ́ta, òtútù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi ṣàmà grandma ẹ̀ máa dira dáadáa. Èmi gan tí mo já ọmọ yín, èmi gan wọ támà wẹ̀ lọ jáde ni. Look, I don't joke with it. This is still my támà wẹ̀. This is why we are saying 25 years in UK, I don't want to be dressing like this. I want to return back to Jebode. I want to go to Ekiti. I want to come out. Look, I want to come and be a kitchen porter in an hotel in Ekiti, in a 5-star hotel. I don't want to be a 5-star hotel kitchen porter in London anymore. I would rather be a kitchen porter in Ondo State or trying to become a artisan, a plumber, electrician, road worker, broadcaster, journalist, selling house. I went with my mom. Let me start with that. And we traveled on the public transport. It just shows that as long as you plan the route, you will get there. My mom and myself left home, and we got there. When we got to Broccoli, I mean, I don't know whether I've been there before, but you know, this country, as the person who don't drive Uber, the person who don't enter bus, sometimes London is a place that if you haven't been there if you haven't been to an area frequently, you can arrive in an area and everything will just look like Omo Aboshede London, because you can see the feelings. It's more of, you know, Caucasians and when you nígbà tá a bọ́lẹ̀ nínú train, àwa rìn a little bit. Mo wá ń sọ fún mọ̀mísí mi, mo ní ẹ̀wọ̀ estate agent. If I can remember precisely, we were looking at the windows of the estate agent. Àwọn tó ń gbé London lè understand nǹkan tí mo ń sọ yìí. Àwọn tó ń gbé ní, Broccoli station, ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyá mi. Broccoli station is called. Mo ní mọ́mì, ẹ wo àwọn léyìí. The cheapest I saw there is 400,000, and I'm not joking. Pound sterling in so. Bí a ti bá rí màá rí 300,000, I'm not too sure. Now, àwọn kan ló fẹ́ ra lé yẹn tó fi gbé níbẹ̀. Not literally arata. Do you know that ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ nílùú yìí tó ní good credit tó dẹ̀ níṣẹ́ wọn àtọkọ ẹ̀ àbí ọkọ àti ìyàwó rather tọ́lé àfọ́ọ̀dẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Olúgbẹ̀dùṣẹ́ ti wọlé, abẹ́ṣe wa lójú títì, èmi ti wọlé o. Torí mo fi ń sílẹ̀ lọ́hùn ni o, kọ́ máa ní èmi àti ìlàjọ jáde o. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ make sure pé àbúrò mi ti wọlé o, olú ẹ kó ti máa sùn ní sìn yẹn, nǹkan tí wọ́n tún jáde láàárọ̀ ọ̀la. So ẹ ṣé gan ni, Ọlọ́run bá wọn pẹ̀lú yín. Thank you so much. I love you too much. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fatai Ògúnlébi tó mo ṣe ń bọ̀ wá kí dáadáa. Gbogbo èèyàn náà ni máa kí, but àwọn tí bá wá rántí orúkọ wọn, ẹ má fi ṣèbínú sí mi. Torí àwọn ìyá kan wà, àwọn ìyá Oòduà, mo ti kí gbogbo yín dáadáa. Ẹni tẹ́ bá jẹ́ pé mo wá kí yín, ẹ má bínú. There will always be another time. I think barely every 3 months, ó yẹ ká máa ṣe àwọn ìpàdé báyìí. I think the next one should be a conference. Yes, àwọn ilé tá rí yẹn 450,000 to 650,000 property. Now, ìwọ ọmọ Yorùbá, ǹjẹ́ wọn náà ronú pé ìjọ kan máa wà àwọn aráàta ló ń ra ilé yẹn tó pọ̀ jù? Africans, Russians, name it, because London yìí, is an investment center, economic hub ni. Ìjọ wo ni, forget about pé you want to make Nigeria or Lagos State economic hub. No, Lagos cannot be an economic hub inside Nigeria. We have to pull out of Nigeria for Lagos to be able to become the global market. But the longer is in Nigeria, because Lagos itself is a country, but unfortunately, it is being overshadowed by the Nigeria that is on top of it. Because Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fatai Ògúnlébi, you know, it drove us a little bit, and I appreciate him and his wife, and the wife rather. I got to start driving. I don't miss a lot of things. This no they drive. I don't know whether they go home for the motorway anymore. 3 years. Next year, I got to go back on driving. Eh? When we were approaching Blackwall Tunnel, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fatai Ogunribi wá ní Yomi wẹ̀gbẹ́ owó Africa lọ́nà lọ́ fi ń kọ́ project yìí. I don't know what they are doing there. Bí a TGS ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa mọ tán ṣe níbẹ̀ bí agbẹ̀dùn máa mọ tán ṣe níbẹ̀, but there is a massive development going on. Club kan wà níbẹ̀ ní ti ṣe fàájì lọ sí club yẹn. If you come out of the Blackwall Tunnel on the left hand side, club yẹn wà níbẹ̀. Behind it is the O2 and all that. I don't know what they are doing there now. It has become a massive investment. What we are saying is that UK selling property at 450 to 650,000 pounds. Who is buying it? Who is buying it? Not all the citizens that are living here are buying it. Foreigners are buying it and they're turning it into investment. Ìwọ tó ní ó fẹ́ ká gba Yoruba nation, are you not thinking that we can also start selling property in Ekiti State worth 450 Yoruba nation currency, 650,000 Yoruba nation currency, and foreigners will be investing in it, buying it, and they'll be using it for investment. Now, for argument's sake, who is going to come and buy a 20 million? I know they're buying in Lagos because Lagos is still a little bit, but ta ló rò pé máa lọ ra lé sí Èkìtì nísìn fún investment? Because most of you are telling us, ẹ wá ra lẹ̀ sí Èkìtì, ẹ wá ra lẹ̀ sí. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy, don't get me wrong, but who is going to develop it in the current state of where we are right now in Nigeria? This is the reason why a lot of us are saying that the Nigeria that you think will work, it is never going to work. So Mushiwalori, the central office, and I'm still appreciating them because the work that was put together yesterday, yes, we like to appreciate, Uncle Fatai Ogunribi and the wife, because the same Omoluabi, and eventually, drove us all the way back home. So we love him and we appreciate him and the wife, and we can't thank him less. Muwaki gbogbo Yorùbá lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé a kú oríire. Ṣé rí oríire tí mò ń kí wa yẹn ni pé we should start thinking now that whatever it takes, even àwọn tó ń ṣe APC àti PDP tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá, if we all agree to exit Nigeria, our life will be better. I don't know whether that's helicopter. It could be security. It could be security. It could be anything. So, but ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń sọ fún wa pé ẹ fẹ́ kí Yorùbá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà, mo kí bàbá Matthew Ìdòwú ẹ kálẹ́ sà. What is our gain in Nigeria in the last 63 years? Mo kí bàbá Olúyinká Oyèníyì, wọ́n ní Yoruba nation will develop rapidly because we are people who own Nigeria in all aspects of governance with our education and you're right, bàbá mi. Maze good mo kí ẹ, Ọlákúnlé namesake mi mo kí ẹ. Ṣé mo pé bàbá kan wà níbẹ̀ lánàá? Mo ní láti rántí orúkọ wọn kí n má kọ́ máa pè wọ́n ní bàbá kan because àwọn gangan ni chairman Yoruba Central Office. Wọ́n sọ ibi táwọn ọmọ wọn ti ń ṣiṣẹ́. Ìkan ṣiṣẹ́ ní one of the biggest stock market ní UK. Ìkan ṣiṣẹ́ ní Citibank. Big position. The question is, gbogbo wàhálà tíjọba tìsín fẹ́ ṣe, ọlọ́mọ yẹn kò ṣiṣẹ́ dànù. I understand the importance of having a good economy, a good government. Governance is important. Having things to work, which President Bola Tinubu is trying to put together. But do you know that by the time Tinubu leaves office in 4 years or 8 years, whichever one, whoever comes back again, even if Tinubu leaves office and APC comes back, they will still destroy all his agenda and all his policy will be pulled down because they are, I mean, it's not just the northern part of Nigeria. There are some also criminal Yorubas. Mukikule Bakers, Mukiyawa Comfort Ologunja, Mukiyawa Gbemileke. Heritage Television gave us the best view yesterday. Thank you so much, Egbomi. And to your wife, Princess, I call her. Thank you so much. Bedu, love you, my brother, for speaking out. Alaja Adeyeye, thank you so much. Erelu Abike, àǹtí mi àtàtà. Mo tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ń bọ̀ ń bẹ́ẹ̀ gan lánàá mo bá ti dira dáadáa bá ti mú gbogbo ìdíra mi gbà ẹ má lọ rí àǹtí mi Àbíkẹ́ Erelu, you know, we love you, we appreciate you. Oyade Mori Lagbara Eledumare, we love you, thank you so much. You know, she's one of the best that you can think of when it comes to hosting events. You know, she's the best. You know, you can't, you know, Yoruba will beat it. And some of you might not know her, as some of us that knew her before the technology of face me and face you like this. Sọjọ́ Abẹ́níkò, ìjọ Friday ní kódà tí bá ń lọ sí mọ́ṣáláṣí lálẹ́, mo máa make sure pé òun ni máa gbọ́ títí tí máa fi dé mosque. Every Friday, lè miss it. You know, Abike Communication. So she's been in the media for a very long time. We have gurus of Yoruba around the world, even in Nigeria today, in Yoruba land. But we are not flourishing. We are not growing. Look, forget about the lies that Tinubu is going to be telling you. Yes, Dr. Fawayimi Eshigoniya Talalubarika. The name of the father is Dr. Fawayimi, a very brilliant, educated Yoruba man to the core. Baba yẹn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ báwọn ní. I don't think some of you are listening to what I'm saying. The video is recorded. You can go and watch it on KOIKIMEDIA. Waris Jinodu Mokie. The Yoruba economy, Yoruba Nation movement, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. If we have our own government, I'm not talking about the Dagburu government too, because she doesn't have any government, she's just lying. There's nothing like Yoruba their country. I mean, let me not even go there because it will be like we're the one promoting her on this platform. I don't even have to talk about that because it's just a useless set of people telling you that, you know, we are the government, you know, to declare and all that. And gullible people buy into that, especially in diaspora. All these lies. Sound Yoruba people. Even some of them are still members of APC because it was an open gathering for Yoruba people. It is not about one particular political party or not, but the people that put it together is for Yoruba Nation campaign. Come and see sound Yoruba people. I want to motivate you. Koiki, kò takuntakun. When I tell Yoruba about kò takuntakun, kò ń ṣe pé wọ́n tiẹ̀ síwájú. I'm talking about people that tell you more. Even some of them, like I said, in this country, a lot of them are doing different things. Some of them are into politics. Some of them are into politics here, while some of them are into politics on the other side. You then believe what it declare Yoruba Nation. Jokers lẹ́yìn, ẹ wá síbi tí a ti máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ gidi. Gbogbo ìtàn ṣe yẹn fàbú ni. Is an idiot. Ló máa sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá ti gba country. I think that country, but we have the set of people that can drive the Yoruba economy. Awani Ashin run economy in Nigeria. The moment we pull our source out of it, Yoruba, but that is why the Biafra are looking at us as, why are we not doing anything? I see a message from one of my uncle, one Koiki, you guys are just talking. Biafra are printing their money. They are doing their passport. Look, we are not on the same page. The Biafrans are running their own race. We are running our own race. They want self-determination. We want self-determination. We need to put ourselves together. We need to support the mission. We cannot support the mission when many people are not putting out their resources, their talent. I spoke to one of my auntie, Pat. I'm not going to give you the other name. full Yoruba woman. I just saw her just 24 hours before the event yesterday. These are working class that, look, let me put it this way. I know we are here talking 2 hours, 3 hours. Look, we don't have that time. I don't have the time to watch a program of 3 hours. My consultation in this country is about £300 for certain amount of minutes, or they are 1 hour loss of minutes. These are Yorubas that are making bastard money in this country. You pay them for consultation. Moki Yawa all the way in America, Yawa, Folashade Ojo, Moki Yawa Grandma, Yawe. How many of you, Mofeki? I just have to appreciate every single one of you. We love you in America. We love you in Canada. But we must put effort to it. And this is exactly what happened at the central office yesterday. The energy, the ambience, the people, the network, the brain power, or more. I don't know what we are still doing in Nigeria. Tinubu is trying to fix something that is unfixable. Nigeria cannot be fixed. Anyone telling you Tinubu will fix Nigeria, you are a daydreamer. It is a lie. A name must obey. It does not matter what you feel about him. We don't hate him, and we can never hate him. Omo Yorubani. But all his agenda to fix Nigeria is not going to happen because the West is not going to allow him to give you 24 hours electricity that you need to develop the Nigeria that you're looking for. To develop Nigeria, you need 24 hours electricity. You cannot get that in Nigeria today. It's a lie. The West will not allow Nigeria to run 24 hours. If they give you 24 hours electricity for 1 year, Nigeria will blow. So the only thing we can do is to tell the West that we will pull out of that Nigeria and we will take back our own territory. We will take back what belongs to us. That is our. Don't live in this deny, Look, a lot of you are denying yourself by thinking that Tinubu wants to produce the best Nigeria economy. He's going to give us the best Nigeria policy. He's going to give us the best Nigerian ambassador. He's going to work on the security. It is all lies. The West, and I'm not going to mention any part of the West now. I'm just going to bracket every single one of them. The West and the Asian country will not allow a development of Nigeria because a development of Nigeria will have a backlash for them. So what can be done now? We need to now start telling ourselves, our Yoruba, the truth. We must be saying to ourselves that the only option, the only way out, the only thing that can give us what we need is to pull out of the union. The moment we break the union, what we are doing is we are breaking the gene. Maybe some of you don't know that. I'm going to move things around because I think this phone needs a bit of charging. So let me switch the phone. Will need a bit of charging. So I think this one is done a little bit. So I'm going to end this and we're going to start this one from here. I say good morning and welcome. Now, let me put it this way. The expectation that if Tinubu runs another 3 years, if he runs another 8 years, the Nigeria economy will be driving everywhere in the world. That is what you have been told. But in reality, it is an illusion that is never going to happen in our lifetime. We have been given a false hope, which the West, and when I say the West, we want to colonize and the rest. You can also listen to us on the Mixlr, which is very cheap for those of you in Nigeria. Uh, in case you want to. Babawa Fabni Ati Rogo Ati last chance. What they want to do now is to use Tinubu to also slow down the disintegration of Nigeria. Because, look, Nigeria is going to disintegrate, but America do not want a disintegration where there will be different warlords. I don't know whether you know what I mean by warlords. They want a disintegration that we can be able to say, because if there is a warlord, it's going to be a big problem, for the future. Okay, there might be no, because sometimes when you're running program, somebody will just come and drop something there, and I don't know what they're dropping there. So, but whatever you're dropping there, okay, I don't know what, I'm not going to read it out because I can't verify whatever you've written there. This person to post in Komasibe. Let me see, sometimes, it's easy for you to come and drop something on the platform. But so let's have a look at whether you've heard it about a lot of you that are watching us, and a lot of we have been badly affected by the Facebook with 500,000 followers. What they've done is they've literally slowed down a message from being seen. So sometimes my name is the program is because that is what the Facebook is doing. Now, any anything, I post the link consider Mulawo page anything, right? Post repost it. I'm not going to mention your name, but I'm looking at it now. Post anything. Post it. And you come here, you come and drop a link there, which I don't think, I don't know what the link is for, right? So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to remove the link, whatever that link is, I don't care. So, I'm going to hide the comment because, and you come here, you come and drop your own link. Even if the link is going to be useful, maybe you should have sent it to me as an email. Program, I don't understand. And then I want to Ile Oduji near your state from a college. Page anything. Nothing is there. Post the share Yoruba Nation Kokon. Show me Yoruba Nation. And this is where we have problems. I'm sure some of you are waiting there and do the miracle. When about Akmito, about share, doesn't cost you anything. At least I'm not low how many hours that's until 1 hour. I'll join you then, but I can lose me. But at the end of the day, I'm just too happy that we can all log soon. So let's continue the program. Every day is a chance, opportunity to break away of the zoo. Can we survive? Let me say this. We will survive just as some of us have survived in this weather. That is the only kind of narrative I can give you. If myself and my mom, can survive the last 25 years in this weather, and we have achieved a lot in this weather. But in Scotland, Dari Lasisi, Facebook. I posted it on my Facebook. His name is Dari Lasisi. Oh, good they brain power to wa lórí ẹ̀ kò jẹ́ kó wà nílùú ìmọ̀. And I'm not joking. Go and look him on Facebook. His name is, Dari Lasisi. Type on Facebook now and go and look at his profile. Education-wise, you cannot beat him. Oh, I know to Lara listen. Scotland is already in the snow. Yesterday, he was on his way to work. He was doing a video. These are people that shouldn't. Look, he shouldn't be in this country anymore. He should return back to Nigeria and support. But unfortunately, we've told you Nigeria is not a country. So even if he returns to Nigeria, they will not value his brain power. And if they're going to value his brain power, it needs to work in the direction of the same corrupt system. Not that we haven't seen Yoruba people that have gone back home and they've tried to improve or change things in Nigeria. But the same corrupt system is not going to allow them to do it. This is why the people like the Yoruba Central Office that pulled this kind of event last night, called the Thanksgiving Day, brought in different Yoruba people. I saw the Yoruba elders of council, and I'll say I'm going to be engaging them as well, because we need to engage more. I saw Alaji Alabi Mashiru. I saw Councillor Sonny Lambert. He has a platform called Exit from Nigeria. He's a councillor in this country, and he has been a councillor for, as far as I know, for more than 15 years. He's been here since 1980. These men should have gone back home, but they can't go back home because if they try to bring the same style of council that they operate here, Councillor Sonny Lambert works in at the Sodok Council. He's been there for, at least I know, more than 15 years. These are things that they can come and replicate at the 191 local government. Okay, Mutishisheni Council in London, they can replicate the same thing. Ni local government in the Yoruba, but a local government that is not even under autonomy at the moment is still under your governor. So there is just too many problems. Baba Omakini, listening to you over this while talking about the cosmic chief globally, I can very well agree with you with respect to the event around the world. The power is shifting. Yes, power is shifting. Maybe some Yoruba, look, okay, this man, you won't take me to another level. You don't have to believe it. Astrologically, biblically, Islamically, Isheshikali, Ifakali, power they shift to. Make una open your eyes. The world is not the world. Mark me one day. World. I'd like to show you the world because in your feel they understand it. So let me bring my map out. This world, this world where they see where they fall in love. Thank you so much, Doctor. We love you too much. If I feel my blue good be KOIKIMEDIA, Mashikini. Ile gan padà dé lánàá. Mo rí ní mo ṣe délé mo tẹ gbàgbé. Òtútù ò jẹ́ kí n ráyè concentrate. Òtútù yẹn ó kàn fẹ́ sétí mi. Kàn fẹ́ sétí olúwa ẹni kọ́lọ̀ kó ṣàánú ní London. The world is changing. And some of us must start accepting it. And yes, and he's also a staunch Yoruba nationalist. Yeah, Mr. Peter, I love you too much. I never see Clement. Clement, my brother, so a lot of you that are also working hard. Now, individually fund this movement. People think saying now one person they give us money. No, people are funding the movement with different skills, different knowledge, different ways. So we love Councillor Sonny Lambert. Sonny Lambert is a proud Yoruba nationalist to the core. He has a WhatsApp group called Exit Nigeria. He's a councillor in this country in the last 15 years. These are people that should have brought the same skill set, train people, establish the same thing whether they use here. These are services that local government should be dealing with. Oriyomi Hamzat is going to be stressed after a while. Because he's dealing with the physical, he's dealing with the spiritual, he's dealing with the emotion. I don't know how he makes it, how he survives. Many of these problems that Yoruba people don't face daily. As much as we know that we have a lot of spiritual problem on the ground, but most of them, it belongs to. So On the other side of the astrology, I am still here appreciating the Yoruba Central Office. It's all about the Yoruba Central Office, but I'm just moving around with different topics. Let me say this again. If you're thinking that Nigeria is still going to be one block, eh, holding, you go wake up one day, you know, go see Nigeria. Moki sister mi Titi Lola Shaw, Eka Oro Mama, Shalafia Lewa. One day, that Nigeria is going to fade away. And this is why you have to prepare your mind for such a day. Okay, let me put it this way. Everybody marry. One day be one day. One day be one day. Nigeria, that a lot of you, this fight of Yoruba nation is spiritual. And I'll tell you how. It's spiritual in the sense that the breakup of Nigeria is also going to be another energy that will shift around the world. Oyinbo, they do proper jazz. You see all this bridge, where we get for UK, all this bridge, you crossing the bridge, it has some spiritual undertone as well. You don't have to believe me, forget it. This country that we are living today, right? This UK gets Mokiba Bawa more international, Ekarosa, late night shift. This UK, when she bastard the forget them. What they are doing is they are fooling us with peanuts. Come to London. Okay, you come to London. Okay, wow, I'm a Koiki. That's so they enjoy it. A brother called me yesterday, on Friday. He's been calling me. I now return the call. One Mr. Koiki, you know, the other on money go. I don't know what to do. And when people call me like that, just we talk a little bit. It came on a dependent, as a dependent. I'm not going to give you details more than that. Money short to reach it because I know somebody that came on a dependent has the right to live here. One machine wash it, one okay. Mofuni apps complete. Try apps. Try not to wash a warehouse. Yoruba. One fee. One be explaining. One fee, one kékeré. Wọ́n fi ń deceive wa. But lẹ́yìn nǹkan ńlá wà lẹ́yìn tó yẹ ká wà lé mú, which is our own territory. Now, how can somebody leave Yoruba land? Àwa máa wá ṣe warehouse ní London. So it could make sense. The same iṣẹ́ warehouse should be available in Nigeria if Nigeria was a country that is on a full scale of mechanized production, because you will need a lot of people to work in the warehouse. Do you know that this man, they've been in London now, according to him, about a month. Already Friday, saw you. The wife is doing masters. I'm not going to give you the name of the university, but he told me. But he's back in London because London what did he reach? One okay. If you know to have money, you have money contract kitchen assistant, and I'm not joking here now. Now, tell me, etan kékeré lọ fi tan gbogbo wa àtèmi náà oyè máa bọ̀ London ìyá tèmi náà kọ́kọ́ sá lọ gbàgà èmi náà wá gbàgà at the end of the day èmi ti bímọ sí bíbà ìwọ náà tún wá gbàgà gbogbo àwa wá gbàgà wọ́n wá fún wa ní impression pé tó o bá tí ì dé abroad ò lè ṣoríire. It's a lie. It's a big lie. This is what the people that have the third eyes. A lot of Yoruba people don't have the third eyes. But there are some people that have the third eyes. And those that have the third eyes are the one now saying there's a problem. I am not one of them. I am just talking my own. I don't have third eyes. In a consult, you can say I have a third eyes. I don't believe in whatever you are saying. But what I'm saying is that most of us, we are now becoming the enemy to the people. Okay, this system is completely gone now. Maybe I'm going to have to reformat it tomorrow. So that's fine. It's overworking me, so I gotta leave it like that. Now, okay, I can move this right here in front of me. So that way, Kakukuma Patipari, the other platform. If they're interested to know where I am, they're going to look for me. As to already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm still on 6 platforms, so which is not too bad. And if I want to, I can still start even the Twitter space while I'm charging my iPhone. And Tabalentoni second-hand phone, Nile Telespiewa, Eco Formate, Ekwa, with Mr. Koiki. I will send you Eco Formate, Agba, so that Dr. Zabi's son was like, Koiki, so this is how you go with all your mobile phone. I have like about 5 phones. Okay, so I've started the Twitter space so that maybe I can catch 1 or 2 people there as well. Come and listen to me, even if it's one. To release mic minister. So Moshinki Yoruba Central Office. So we are live on the Twitter space. If you're not following me on Twitter, why not follow us? All this thing is just for the benefit of every one of us. It doesn't cost you anything. Just follow us, share. I want to share it now. I'm not going to see me. Share. Okay, let me copy the link and then post it here. So follow us. I'm sure 1 or 2 people will join me now. I'm sure. So Koiki is live. I have 34,000 people on Twitter. Most of them are Biafrans. Few are Yorubas. Moki Awabolanle Adunwani, God bless you. Keep the flag flying. Nisha Meji. Nisha La Rola. This is I can be here for the next 10 hours. Thank you so much, Brainbox. Now, I'm still on the, and thank you. And for those of you that are not aware, look, at least if I not put on my hat yesterday, throughout my outing yesterday, everybody they jealous this my bag. Even my mom say, when I come on my order, I was out like this yesterday with all my gadgets. Somebody says, Maka comment anything about again, Pina. Jay say, what you just said now happened to my brother and a half. After paying lots for both to come down here, they hasn't got a job as Pro Isheke. London. Comment here. Isheke. Mr. Peter Ni, Yoruba is blessed by the creator. The evil people are trying to steal Yoruba greatness and blind its people from seeing such greatness. You're right. Let me pin that comment. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter Pan. That is what I said. Because Mom sent me not now my order to yesterday. I was able to fill it up to the brims. I've never done that before. I had the small tripod. I had 3 mobile phones. I had my what is it called? The power bank. Power bank his own power bank now fake because we don't need power bank in this country, but we just need it for backup. So I had my power bank. I had people don't join me for Twitter space. So I got to start speaking some English because most of them will be Biafrans. So I had all these, and to be honest with you, it was still doing very well. And yesterday we saw the Arsenal people on the train. Most of them were just looking at my Yoruba. Anything that can bring out, look, as some of them, the good thing about it is they will not tell you what they're doing because everybody's on their phone. They'll just Google Yoruba and they will see something about it. And that is more than good enough. And this is the whole idea, the Omoluabi apparel. So if you don't know what Omoluabi apparel is, I'm going to tell you the website. Go there. If you're in America, if you're in Asia, if you're in Europe, anywhere you are, they can deliver to you. I don't get commission. No. The only thing I get is they will say, Koiki, you be Yoruba Baba, we go send you more outfit. You know the other one where I love that one. It keeps me warm. And they've sent me another new one. Motife what to be a yẹn pa, but we got to send another one. Mo ṣe rán manage and bí a ti bá fẹ́ jáde. Mama wọ̀ yẹn, mama wọ̀ kan nínú ilé. So yesterday I had this on, and I don't know, but I'm sure there will be 3-5 people that will Google Yoruba yesterday. And this is what we need, the awareness. The brain power behind this, we say thank you so much. So you to start thinking about what you can do. Don't wait for Baba Kitoye. Don't wait for Igbowo. Hey, Peter Pan say, we love you, Koiki. We Biafra, we love you. We love Yoruba as well. I know there's a lot of problems. People are trying to create amenities. They want to take Lagos. They build Lagos and all. Look, anybody can build anything as long as they respect the territorial ground. Even if they have the intention to come and want to stay Lagos now we get them. Nobody can take Lagos from us. But Nigeria is taking Lagos from you, Omugo. So Omoluabi Apparel is on the website called www.omoluabiapparel.com. You can order these and you can order some of the other tops. And they're not expensive, You can use it to also help us promote our culture. So that's on that. So I will leave this for now while it's still there like that so that you can continue to see. So now, I'm talking about the third eyes. If you close it now, some of you will say, I dreamt of finding myself in London doing kitchen porter when I can be in Yoruba land inside a 5-star. Well, like the light, some of you like, I would rather be in a 5-star hotel in Okitipupa, in Ilarogun. I had Ilarogun today because Orion talked about Ilarogun. Baba Kondewa Nibe Baba, and be doing kitchen porter in a 5-star deluxe hotel. Ijo only 5-star deluxe hotel, my day Ilarogun. It cannot happen in Nigeria that we are living in. It's a lie. That is why we gotta pull out. But we gotta pull out in a way that everybody's ready. Koiki, Taba pull out. Look, the Yoruba economy will fly like that. But the West don't want us to do that. Easy, mo kela tenkon oni binu si mi, èyàn ti KOIKIMEDIA, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láíláí. Wàláì, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní kó bàjẹ́ fún ẹ, àfi àwọn alálẹ̀, àfi Ṣàngó, àfi lé wọn lọ. Make sure you listen to Oba Ogboni on Wednesday on Naija Voices. Detailed interview. Some of you that say Yoruba Nation is dead. So what we are saying is that we are doing what has never been done before. The conscious awareness of the people. Bringing the awareness to you. Making sure that some of us, while you are trying to sleep, to remind you that the greatness of Yoruba people can only happen if we exit Nigeria. Let me repeat that again. The greatness of the Yoruba people will only flourish because when we spoke, Mr. Koiki, London ni mo rí o, mo ní olùṣìlẹ̀ àwọn politician wa kódà òun náà máa ṣe fídíò ẹ má ṣe iṣẹ́ ní kẹ́kọ́kọ́ ṣe ní ẹ̀wá ṣẹ́ náà. So I gave him an app that he can register those ones, kitchen assistant, kitchen porter, and going for both. Somebody leave Nigeria. If the Nigeria was working, he doesn't have to come and wash plate here. He's washing plate here with dignity, with respect, which I have done. Look, washing that plate here is like respect because you are able to feed your family. Only láti lọ tọrọ jẹ. London, only not that there's no poor people, there are poor people, but tó bá mọ tó ń ṣe, only láti lọ tọrọ jẹ. But in Nigeria, this my brother left with the wife. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ṣe masters. Òun wá gbùdù lòun wá ní anything. One okay, Central London let him marry bẹ́yẹn because Monisha let him wá tẹ́lẹ̀. Wọ́n náà ti wá ṣe warehouse láti bàtọ̀ ti dé. He's been in London now for 1 month. Kò tí ì ríṣẹ́. One okay, only because àwọn ibi táwọn bá ń lọ, wọ́n kọ́ máa ṣe interview fáwọn. Àwọn dẹ̀ máa ń pọ̀ pọ̀ mọ́ àwọn money racism náà is part of it. What they do is, they just have to say that black people came here, dúdú, and they put it in the record. Not all of them, but most of them. So I now told him, look on this app. I'm not going to tell you the name of the app for the benefit of those of you that are watching, because you are not in London. And to in London, with me, so app here for you. You register there. Those ones don't need any experience. You don't need any experience, but it's a kitchen assistant job. You are likely to be employed even the same day if you're ready. So I said I'm going to check on him again in the next 1 week to see if he has got a job. And from there, he can develop himself. Mokialaja Sherifa Agbabiaka Ekapoma. Waris to say, indeed, we Yoruba need to get out of our complexity and respect and honor all the walks of life. Mokiyawa Bolanle Adun Eshegoni. So one thing again is, our greatness can never happen in Nigeria. I understand that a lot of you, the feelings, the love you have for Nigeria, I have the same love, but with my understanding of Nigeria today, or more, forget that, man. Pastor Kibion Kusi told us about Yorubas that are struggling in Libya. In Egypt. Yanjawa. No. We don't suffer. Sharawata ni Europe, ni America, ni Canada, ni all these places. Let's give thanks that we're better off. And I'm not joking. We are start coming my charge and come out program if you catch up on the platforms that come on. I'm still fully awake, I'm just so excited that I attended these events yesterday, and the energy, the feelings, the hope that many people, regardless of whatever has happened in this movement in the last 3 years, they are not giving up. You don't see them. I saw them. People that just Koiki Omo, Emma Bashelo, Ilu Yebodo Queenie, Nigeria Yebodo Queenie. These are people that some of them are members of APC. I've lived in this country for 25 years. I know many of these politicians that are operating from here. APCs they are so divided that they have 3 units of them in this country. But no, when they sing about automatically, I don't know who is in charge now. But as at that time, Otubali, we all respect. Any other one fraction, they don't respect them. But now that Otuba is dead, I don't know. And the same thing with the PDP. Nigerians in UK and abroad, if they're telling you that Nigeria will become a great country, run away from them. They're liars. As you can see, Omar Kiso. Neocolonialism, Dr. Lumumba stated that this is the 3rd stage of slavery, but it will be the undoing of the colonialists and people will be free. How can somebody leave Nigeria? I didn't even ask the brother what job he was doing in Nigeria before, but it doesn't matter because whatever job he was doing in Nigeria, he didn't gain the integrity, he didn't get the dignity for it, because there's nothing wrong to come and study in the UK, But there's more problem if OAU, Obafemi Awolowo University, Unilag, Laspo Tech, all these universities, if they are not providing the kind of requirement to give us the top and the best of Yoruba graduates. Look, as far as I'm concerned, most of you that tell me you have just graduated at the University of Nigeria, I don't trust that your result. I'm sorry. I don't. Alan Condé said, the Yoruba economy will be among the best in the world, and the Western power know that. They know that very well. Britain knows that. America knows that. China knows that. Indian economy is growing very fast. You know why? They have 24 hours electricity. You know, I listen to Vantage. That's my beautiful, presenter. Who want to do bye-bye listen? She's somebody I listen to all the time because I love her presentation. I love everything about her. But she has, the best platform to do that. Look, I could be very good, but if I don't have the right resources, you might not see the goodness in us. She's currently at Dubai. She'll be there till the 12th, I hope. I don't know, because the event finished on the 12th. Nigerian delegate is the biggest among all the delegates for COP28. Mad country. I pity a lot of you. But we are not going to get tired of telling you the third eyes can see that we are the best, but we cannot see it. And they will use whatever means to convince us that until you get out of Nigeria, you will survive. But truly, we should not leave our territory. Our territory should give us everything that we need to survive. Every single thing that we need to survive is in our territory. But unfortunately, our territory cannot give us those things. That is the reason why we are leaving Nigeria. I am not happy that the money is 1,400 to £1, because at the end of the day, the inflation on the other side, it literally means nothing. Muki sister Tokwe, she was the first person I saw at the event. She was heading out. I say that we are not ghosts. People that call you, Mr. Koiki, Mr. Koiki, Mr. Koiki, for the last 3 years. So when she said, Mr. Koiki meeting law, down money sister talk money about money voice, that is the beauty of technology. I've not seen her for 3 years, and we've been communicating. She was heading to work. She works night shift. God bless Yoruba people. God bless Biafra. Nigerians literally kill a lot of our dreams. I don't want to be emotional, but Nigeria don't kill our dreams. Mommy wa console on Ibel giving us advice on health, nípa kidney. Enje malu. People they chop malu for Nigeria. They chop things. Some of you, your kidney is dead, gone already. Even here in UK, do you know how many people are on dialysis in this country? Where were they? Dialysis. UK. But this country, do you know how many people are on dialysis? People that are on that, they don't pay for it. Dialysis in Nigeria. Somebody should be able to tell me how much they're doing. How much does it cost for somebody that is having, dialysis treatment in Nigeria today? How much do you think? It's just coming up to 3 o'clock. If you want to go sleep, me, I never feel like sleeping. All the phones are charged. Some of them are on charger, and we know they're in Nigeria, so we're still awake. I'm so excited about the people I met yesterday. Alaja Karaki Mufita Kima. It's been a long. I haven't seen the last time I saw her was during the rally in London, and then one of my big auntie. We have known each other for a very long time. Elolonshi dialysis in Nigeria. Mr. Peter, Nigeria destroys so many talents. This our grandmother spent like 10 minutes. I did the recording is on my KOIKIMEDIA. She was explaining to us the importance of our kidney. Nigerians always chop anything. Chop more, chop goat meat, chop pepper soup. Sometimes some of you think that you are healthy. I mean, a country that doesn't have good health care, and they are now feeding us. I mean, agree about the benita and the choice. It's Nigerians that also wants to eat cornflakes like KOIKIMEDIA, when you should be drinking ogi to detox. Ogi to ma fe atake kiresi to mama she fere lemi. Do you know that a lot of the food that we are eating outside Nigeria as diaspora is killing us slowly? And we don't have what it takes rapidly to detox it. Do you know what we don't have? How many people know? How many people can answer that question? There's something that we lack in abroad that is one of the most powerful things that we need. Mokiyawa, I'm sure Koyawa Nabi Risi Ashiru Mufito talking. Oúnjẹ tá ń jẹ abroad is a deadly food that we are eating. Oúnjẹ Nigeria oúnjẹ tó ìmí tó máa lọ jẹ gan. Even restaurants here in UK, they don't cook fresh food anymore. Everything is frozen. But there's something that we are lacking. Ọmọ akin kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín láéláé. Sunshine. Mo kíyàwó mo dúpẹ́. Bàbá wa Adéjọrin Adédọ̀kun mo kí yín sàn. You guys have, am I kidding you guys? No. Alan Conde kò ń ṣe our abs. Oorun ni. Ṣé rí oorun yẹn? Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa tí ẹsẹ̀ wọn ti condemn kí má sọ nǹkan mi gbogbo àwọn grandma yẹn òtútù ti bà ẹsẹ̀ yẹn jẹ́. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kí mi practical ni. Ṣé rí ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń dé má lọ ṣe big boy you. I've lived here for 25 years. Ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń wọlé ẹ̀yin JJC tẹ̀sẹ̀ dé. Don't joke with this weather. Ó máa bà tiẹ̀ jẹ́. Let me show you. Ẹ̀wọ̀n kí wọ́n ti bọ̀ra sórí ọ̀rẹ́ fi wọ́n ní o sórí bí ṣe múra jáde sórí tá máa wẹ̀ sórí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní ìwà ẹ̀ní rí nǹkan kan ẹ jẹ́ ń change frame yìí padà sí blank. Ṣé ń rẹ́sẹ̀ mi? Can you see it? Tá máa wẹ̀ sórí bó ṣe lọ́kọ́ ikọ́ sórí bí wool ìta lè produce ní Nàìjíríà. A ní Nàìjíríà ń ṣe country ló ṣe o ní Nàìjíríà ní country ni. Ìtẹ́ ká máa produce ilé ká máa tà sí abroad. Nǹkan aṣọ fún mi pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́. Kí mi like practical tí máa ṣe program. I use myself as an example most of the time. Kódà tó bá ń drive mọ̀ ṣe o ṣì ní láti máa wọ̀ tá máa wẹ̀. Àwa rí òun. Òyìnbó wá ń sọ fáwọn pé body wa yìí pé inú bíbélì ẹ̀ kò ti survive. Àwa náà dẹ̀ accept it and they believe it and we believe that nonsense. Our body is not for this place. This body wa ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló wà fún. It's not for here. But they've given us false hope. Can you false hope here? They want to travel abroad. I mean, how can they tell us that their own education system is the best in the world? At America, at the UK. So that they can become the business center of the world. To buy it, let's say Harvard, when they recognize it. To buy it, let's say Oxford. Kí ló wà ní Oxford tí kò sí ní Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ University? Kí ló wà ní Cambridge? It's because that is the lie they sold to every one of us. Mo kí ìyá mi, mo dúpẹ́, ẹ káalẹ́ mà. Mo sì kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá sí Yoruba Central Office Thanksgiving Day. We've been told lies. What ta fẹ́ mi náà bọ́ ṣe ta fẹ́ yín? What ti ta fẹ́ mi? Bọ́ ṣe ń ta fẹ́ yín nísìn. Gbogbo university tó wà abroad, any country you're going, they're all business centers. And for every time we leave the offshore of Africa, we've lost part of who we are. Amala, and Nigeria, Tabawa, abroad, fake language. What we need more is the sun. That is the energy that Eledumare has given us. The sun. So, but now, the reason why most of you are dying in Nigeria as well is because you are eating a lot of microwave food, just like our Angela abroad. That's why we can't grow, that old and strong as we used to be. So there's a lot of things that they've done gradually, systematically to destroy us. But how many people will believe me now? We are fighting against big pharmaceutical companies. We are fighting against, why do you think they are doing COVID inquiries? Myself and my mom still talked about it on our way out. The COVID inquiries. Do you know the lies upon lies that they told us? The fake things that they told us? People make money out of these things, pharmaceutical companies. But do you also know that these pharmaceutical companies need Africa for some of their produce? Name it. You all understand what I'm talking about. Okay, if we're still going to say we can't change everything, but why not let us pull out of Nigeria so that we can become a voice of our own? Oh, Eshindoki Akinwumi Adesina, Pẹ̀lú Taye, the president of the African Development Bank, I will borrow Africa some 10 billion naira or $10 billion for farming, agriculture. Abúlé ní ibi tó ti wá, ẹ lọ bèrè pé báwo ló ṣe rí. I don't have a problem with him. I'm talking about Akinwumi Adesina. Go and find out his location in Nigeria. Abúlé. Lies upon lies upon lies. We've been told lies that even the truth is no longer entering people's ears anymore. I mean, even people that believed the truth before, they are now even doubting. I mean, how can people that believe that Yoruba nation before, they will now be telling you, I don't think it can be possible. You can tell that their faculty of thinking is gone. Mungbo, I think it was Vantage, the one she did on Friday. Yeah, I'm right. There's going to be an election in Indonesia. How many people is aware of that? Monibi by the international media. This is where you will find the truth. You don't have to accept everything I say, but I am your media, international media. How many people is aware about Indonesia having an election very soon? Indonesia. There's something that I listened from my sister that broadcaster. 2024 Indonesia general election is coming on February 14, 2024. I can tell you it's going to be red. How many people know that Valentine is red and it's going to be bloody? Go and write today's date down. I want to mention the name of this woman rather than just Vantage News. Her name is Onda. Yeah. Palki Sharma. Very beautiful girl. Indian girl. Oh, fine by Jane. How many people is aware of Indonesian election? Nobody's talking. Everybody just watch me. Okay, so you don't know, right? So we agree that you don't know. To links, okay, only organic vitamin D from the sun. Tablet. Mr. Koiki, I have some serious information I want to share with you privately. You can send me an email, musakalam@gmail.com. The Musa Kalam, I can write it down quickly for you. It's going to be MU. Type. About to move phone in that arrow. Yeah, that's it there. Yes, send it to that email, or you can send me a WhatsApp. You can go on my website, www.koikimedia.com. And when people send a question again and say, Mr. Koika, I get lost. I say, go on my website, send me your question. Then the person say, Mr. Koika, I have a question. And I'm gonna be, I get lost. It goes with this. But that's my email, musakalam@gmail.com. Or you can send me a WhatsApp call on +44 74 04405 917 +44 74 04405 917. I am not saying I am the best, but what I'm saying is that this platform is trying to be different. Yeah, the WhatsApp number, you can write it down. +44 74 04404. Let me write it here, because or you can the other one, Lori, the studio number, Lele. So, but let me type it down anyway. 0 kilo shile. So you can be outside. I shall not take a fake code this. At I want to buy phone you could feel a bush. +44 74. A lot of people want to share information, especially if it's going to be vital for what we are doing or not. I don't do visa, please, so no send me a message, say, Koiki, I want to come to London. If you get to London, call me. I'll tell you what you need, especially if you have paper to work. I'll tell you what to do. So that's the job I can do. Don't worry, you're not going to pay consultation fee. Maybe in the future, I'll change that. But for now, they enjoy under Yoruba Nation. And if you get job, at least you can look after us as well. So +44 74 044 05 917. Make sure I say the number right. +44 74 04 40. So number in here, so you can send me a WhatsApp. No, I'm just saying, I'm not saying you're doing this. I have to be announcing that every day, because I could be having somebody that is also using Koiki somewhere and be saying they do visa and then go for 9 people. It's just what I say all the time. So now, yeah, Indonesia. While I was listening to Palki Sharma, she's the presenter of Vantage News. Only God knows how much they pay her, This woman does they enjoy. And it's Sunday, happy Sunday, and it's the first Sunday of the month of December. So I say special happy Sunday to all our Christian brothers and sisters and mothers. During this, when she was explaining the Indonesia, one of the contestants, I just want to take you back to atrocity that many people today, especially they seem like Nigerians, you don't know. But we are telling you, and you're saying, no, shut up. And we say, okay, fine. One of the contestants, let me try and pull out the contestant. contestant. Contest. Yeah, contestant. I want to contest for election here. There are 3 of them, I think, of 4. Okay, bye-bye. There's one of them that was a former military guy, just like Buhari. Okay, I'm now reading from Reuters. Okay, and this is even from April 2023, 21st of April, Reuters. This was updated 7 months ago. So the headline says, who is running for president in Indonesia 2024 election? Jakarta, Indonesia is set to hold a presidential election in February next year with 3 men so far vying for the top job in the world's 3rd largest democracy and its most populous Muslim majority country. Indonesia, a Muslim country, in case you don't know. But there's a guy there called Prabowo Subianto, is the Indonesia defense minister. Do you know that this guy don't commit bastard crime against humanity? During the East Timor, how many people remember my program? I've talked about the East Timor. They got their independence, I always say 2003, I think in May. The Timorese. If they don't follow programming, you will have heard me talk about the East Timor, the East Timors. This general, as at the time, committed genocide. But today, majority of the youth in Indonesia are not remembering his crime. You know why? They say this one is a dance on TikTok. Go and look him up on TikTok. I'll spell the name for you. His name is Prabowo, Prabowo, then space Subianto. From the news I read from Vantage, this guy, right? Later, yeah, it's about party program. This guy now, just like Tinubu go and brought in Buhari, say Baba. Many people forget that Buhari was a sadist from day one, but because they don't repackage them, they brought him. Look, this guy can win the election the next year, but he has been a criminal. Let me now read his profile according to Wikipedia. I pity a lot of African people. Mokiawa Elizabeth Adesanya, good morning and welcome, and happy first Sunday. We're going to end the program so that we can go to bed anytime soon. After this, we've done 2 hours. I'm going to pull the plug so that Kelly Jifun, Adekunle Plenty, KOIKIMEDIA, Otumba Mokin Oluwashino, Mr. Philip Blissful, Mureshinki àwọn ọmọlúàbí apẹ̀rọ̀, Moki Yoruba, Langelori, Yoruba Nation Clubhouse, Otumba and the rest of them working very hard. Love you all. Now, Ejakaka background Baba idea. Prabowo Subianto was born 17th of October 1951. Is an Indonesia politician, businessman, and a former army lieutenant general. While he was a former while he was a former lieutenant general, was during the era of, okay, I think I can read a little bit further. He's a former lieutenant general currently serving as the Minister of Defense. He is the son of Sumetro Dujohabikusumo, an Indonesia economist, and Dora Siga is the former husband of Tika Suharto, the late President Suharto. You can see that it's the same process don't sell in Africa. No, don't sell anywhere. Look at the way they're linking in with great people in that country. And that is exactly what is happening. Tinubu ba ṣe tán nísìn. Ṣèyí Tinubu náà jáde ní sanu náà fi ṣe governor Lagos State. Tó bá ṣe governor tán, òun náà tún máa náà fi lọ ṣe president. and you want us to continue in that trajectory. No, we got to stop it. They were married in the 1983 and divorced in 1998 during the Indonesia political crisis. Now, Prabowo graduated from the Indonesian Military Academy in 1970. During that 1970, and he served in the Special Force until his appointment as the Chief of the Strategic Reserve Command in 1998. Now, let me take you back. During the fight for the right of the self-determination of the East Timor, if you don't know people that are called East Timor, I've done a program on that, very, very detailed program. They are 1.3 million. They can arrive in UK without a visa. They will give them a visa at the point of entry. They fought for 30 years to gain their independence in 2003. This bastard general that wants to become the president of Indonesia next year, do you know that he committed genocide? But because today he's using TikTok, he's using social media to be dancing, and I'm not joking, every time he's doing campaign, he's dancing, break, and people fall in love with that. And he has also used a young chap as his vice president. Omotolo as his vice president is about 35 years old. There's even complaint about that. So what I'm trying to say is that they are all the same. They prepare our mind and divert it away from the reality. Just like Tinubu brought Buhari. Those that knew Buhari very well knew that Buhari was not what to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But we all cage into it because Tinubu had his own ambition and he sold Buhari to every one of us, and we saw what Buhari ended up doing. He destroyed the economy because he doesn't understand nothing. Today, we are facing the same similar problem in Africa. The lies that Nigeria will be great. There will be no greatness in any Nigeria. If you're waiting for that, you will wait till thy kingdom come. The world is changing, and it is changing extremely very fast. And if we do not allow ourselves to stop Nigeria, I'm sorry to say, Nigeria will stop us one day. Just check with those that died on Friday in Oyo State. We lost 3 Obas. Whether they are small Oba, whether they are big Oba, 3 in Yoruba land. You know why? Because the motorway was not working. May God bless Yoruba territory. May God allow you and me to listen to what we are saying so that we can stop it now. If some of us are saying we should stop it and some of you are saying we shouldn't stop it, you are just holding us backwards. Nigeria is not worth dying for now. Koiki, I sent you a message to you on my birthday, which came up last week, Thursday. Happy birthday, Grandma. Emma Binu. At the event yesterday, somebody said I sent you a message. I put on my phone. I said, how many messages on this phone? 914 unread messages. Just raising a sight to you. So Emma Binu, Grandma Elizabeth. I beg, make help me say happy birthday to Grandma, because Grandma's birthday was last week, Thursday. She sent me a message. A message don't sound into Mr. Greg thinks, hey, Koiki, the one we are sending you now. Don't worry, because your message will still be at the top. And I'm not joking. The guy was like, Baba, I'm at the money. Most time he will phone me. 914 unread messages. That's on one phone, and I get 2 phones. One is the studio line, and the other one is another backup. So please, Emma Binu see me, Grandma. Happy birthday. What that timba me kin lori tre. Yeah, banki Grandma kin to ma lo. Banki Grandma because mo ti fẹ́ ma lo, mo ti fẹ́ ma kun mi. I've tried. It's just 3 o'clock. I need to go to bed now. Timba te sun ki ma relax nínú ilé mi. Ìyàwó mi akọ ma ni, bàbá itu dé tó yẹ kó wá sùn, tó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ program wa tàwọn fans ẹ̀. Mo wá kí gbogbo ilé nǹkan sí. So banki by Grandma, that banki Grandma. Àwọn tó wà lórí other platform, yín ò kí Grandma o. àwọn tó wà lórí YouTube nìkan ló ń gé grandma ṣé ẹ láìkì grandma ni grandma má ti wà pẹ̀lú wa àwọn grandma kan wà ti lọ I can't be mentioning their names àwọn kan ti tẹ̀lé ìyá Dagboru lọ wọ́n ti gba country fún so lies mo kí ìyàwó àrísí àṣírò mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin brothers and sisters wa I know a lot of you want it to happen today. It will happen when we are all set together. Many Yoruba people still believe in one Nigeria. I was on show Akimbaloye Politics today on Friday. There was a guy there saying, Mr. Koiki, I love what you're doing, please, but for now, let us try and work to fix Nigeria. And he called himself Otumba Kunle something. And I'm like, my show. So what can we do? As I post inside the comment that they attack me back. Inside Politics today, on the comment section on Friday, while my brother, my friend, Shemo Kimbaloyi was running this program. So, but for now, Grandma Otikina lórí Facebook Alen Konde ni happy birthday Grandma, long life and more grace and prosperity. Agbayinla kalẹ̀ gbogbo yín grandma wa ẹ̀sìn wa pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní ká jábọ́ lẹ́yìn yín àwọn ọlọ́mọ jábọ́ àwọ̀ wíṣì ikú fún anybody bọ̀ kí ọ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan má ṣe kéne kó má wíṣì ikú fún wa torí pé kéne iṣẹ́ tá gbé dání mo sọ fún yín èmi ni last man standing mo sọ fún Dr. Zabi no ìyá ìwé nígbà tá à ń lọ wọn ní Kóríkì ó bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ òun ò ṣe Yorùbá nation mo ní you can't force anybody into Yorùbá nation, it will happen naturally. And that's the reason why some of us are waking your minds up. So on that note, happy first Sunday of the month of December. May this month brings us prosperity. May this month bring us hope, joy. But in reality, when we say all these things in Nigeria, to be honest with you, a country that doesn't have job for people, I don't know what kind of peace and prosperity is going to bring. But we still have to say it because you never know. You might win a jackpot to travel out of Nigeria, and you might win a jackpot to get a job, and you can get married, and your wife will say, you'll be boy. I don't know what that means, because as far as I'm concerned, the guy is doing a good job. If he's a boy, it's a job, he's not stealing. So, unlike my uncle, my brother, they do say, he gave people 1 million for wedding. After 1 week, they say they don't do wedding anymore. What do? You don't pay 5 million to support them for the wedding. It's time to get the monies back. So whatever we're doing in Nigeria, please do not get into crime. I beg you. I know it is very difficult for me to say that. Look, me, I look at bread there, I look at this there, and I don't have money to give you, but please don't go into any crime. It will backfire on you. You might get away with it for a very long time, but one day it will catch up on you. At that time, you will remember that, Bobo KOIKIMEDIA man so bad, we cannot go into crime. I know Nigeria is a very, very funny place. There's a lot. Afakon, Lorori Yamemzad, Odupu Yakon, Osopwe, Oninosi. I'm sure some of you, that little program here, I can't play because it's not my, I don't want to play anyway. Hello, sorry, Araba TV, Egbolori ẹ̀. Oríyọmí ń béèrè pé ṣe ríran sí ìyá yìí, ó náà ò ríran, ó dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. 419. I'm not here to destroy any religion. It happens everywhere. Nigeria, at your one chance. So thank you so much, everyone. I love you all. Thanks for the prayer. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything. But be rest assured, you have the right guy handling this movement when it comes to awareness and campaign. I'm not going to be derailed, and I'm not going to lose focus. We stick to what we are saying. I don't care what is happening in Nigeria. We stick to what we are saying. It is self-determination or nothing. Udaro. Good night. Good night.